Hey there, this is David Bentley, the founder of Zero Zen, and I'm quickly going to cover the website audit tool with you. I've got a website pulled up. I did not build this website, it's just one that I found around the area. It's a construction company called Cooper Construction, so we're just going to use their website for the purpose of demonstration. So I copy this link here, and if you're interested in getting a free audit for your site, just copy the link from the top once you go to your website, and then come on over here to the free website audit tool. You're probably on this page already, and that's just going to be zerozendesign.com/free-website-review. Now once you get there, you're going to enter the URL. Now if you want to compare yourself to others in the industry, you can click on the competitor URL, and you can put a competitor's URL in there as well to compare your site against theirs. I'm not going to do that for this case. The next thing that you'll want to enter here is a keyword. So I know just by looking at their website, they're a commercial construction company. So I'm going to go ahead and just type in commercial construction, or actually I'll do commercial contractor. I've got my name in there, it's David, and the email address that I'm going to send it to. So I'm going to go ahead and generate my audit report. Just click the button there, and it'll take a second to scan. But what you're going to be able to see with this is you're going to see where, the general health of your website in terms of ranking for this particular keyword. So the page again is Cooper Construction. The keyword is commercial contractor. If we scroll down, it'll show us our speed. Okay, so it took about 7 seconds to load this website, the Cooper Construction website. That's not good at all. There are ways to reduce that. Some of the ways are checking your image sizes. If you've got giant images, they take a long time to load, and that's going to contribute to your load time. If you're pulling from outside resources like share buttons and things like that, those are also going to cause your site to load a little bit slower. But there are some tricks to speeding up websites. This will give you some insight into that. So it just says, hey, this page should load quicker. You need to reduce the page size, meaning images, content, there might be too much of it, or you just haven't optimized it. You've got too many files. So we'll go ahead and scroll down. It gives us kind of the health of the URL. Now the exact keyword is not found in this URL. That's okay for your homepage. Your homepage actually has no SEO value in the eyes of Google. Google takes a look at all of your inner pages to determine what the website's really about, and then of course, if you really want to do a good job at converting visitors into buyers or clients or customers or value in general, you really want Google to rank that independent inner page for that specific search term. Meaning if I want to rank for web design services, then I would rather have my web design services page show up number 1, 2, or 3 in Google searches than have zerozendesign.com show up in Google searches. And there's a whole reason behind that, but ideally you want to really get people to that direct information that they're looking for. All right, so moving on down, we've got taking a look at our title tag, and the title tag is essentially what you might see on Google. Okay, so if you go into a Google search, Cooper Construction pops up. This is what you're going to see: Cooper Construction Company, general contractor, HVAC, utilities. We have general contractor in there, but we don't have commercial contractor. Okay, maybe they are just a general contractor as well for residential, but you really want to be specific. The title tag should begin with a keyword. All right, so Cooper Construction guys, ideally, you could put commercial contractors in Asheville, North Carolina. Cooper Construction, does this, that, and the other. All right. Your description tag is the information that you see when you do a Google search, and it's underneath that title. So if I typed in commercial contractor, all right, and you see this information right here. This is your description. So we're kind of looking at the health of that description right now. And we don't have the exact keyword, and it's pretty short. Actually, no, it's too long, so you really want to go 160 characters or less, because that's all that's going to show up on Google anyways. Image analysis, we've got 33 images on the homepage of their website. The alt tag, without going into super details about this, when you upload an image to a website, it's really easy with a WordPress website, but when you upload an image, there's a space to add alternate text for that image. And essentially what it does is, if that image doesn't show up, then that text shows up in its place. This is also useful for Google because Google is using this information to figure out how to rank that image. And then of course it's also figuring out, okay, we've got an image of this particular thing. The content on the site or on this page is also about this particular thing. So therefore, I'm assuming as Google that this content has something to do with this particular subject. Add exact keyword to an image file name. So folks, this is one that I see a lot of. It's not good practice just to take pictures from your phone or from photo stock sites and just add it to your website with the same file name. Okay, you want to restructure that file. So if it's a picture of a baby smiling, put picture of baby smiling, or put happy baby. Don't let it come out and be, DZS 610000512. That doesn't help Google at all, and they're not really going to give you any value for that image being on there. All right, underscores in image file names. Good rule of thumb, don't use underscores in your files. Okay, next we're going to get down to the keywords that are being used on the site, taking a look at some of that content. So construction, Cooper, company, general utilities. Again, we don't have commercial in there. Heading tag. So these are within your content, you've got various text sizes. So this might be, for example, an H2, and that's a heading 2. Back in the day when you created a website, that's how you actually controlled the font size. Today though, I can have an H2 heading that's tiny little text, so you could sort of manipulate it today. But before, this is how you controlled the font size on your website. Scroll down a little bit more. Again, we're looking at copy analysis. It says you should have 2,000 plus words on this page. That's good practice if you're writing a blog post. It's very hard to write 2,000 words in general if you're just writing about your company or maybe about a service that you offer. What I do with our sites is, our rule of thumb is, if it is a cornerstone page, if it is a page that you really want to rank on Google, you want to have 1,000 words of content. And I've got a whole formula around that to make it easy, but 1,000 words is kind of the magic number that will help you to rank for those search terms that you're trying to rank for. This one right here, Google is a little bit different now in the way that it's looking at content. It's actually looking at content to see what the content is about in plain language. Okay, so just like I might eavesdrop on a conversation, I'm going to be able to pick up on what that conversation's about by the use of certain words. I don't have to hear the entire conversation to know, but if I hear certain words that are very similar to one another or fall within the same kind of family or genre, then I have an idea about what that conversation is. Okay, so it is good rule of thumb, obviously, to make sure that your keywords and the words associated with your keywords are being used a little bit more prevalent than the other words within the content. We've got some other great recommendations here for our copy, and we're going to go ahead and scroll down again. Code analysis. This is sometimes hard to validate the code. It takes a lot of work, and it's not, it's not going to be a game changer if it isn't entirely validated. Same thing with removing inline CSS, text to HTML ratio. That's not going to be super important. All right, we'll scroll down some more. So we're taking a look now at social analysis. On Facebook, they've had 216 shares of this page and of this domain. Obviously, this is the home page, so that's why you're seeing the same number. If it were an enter page, you'd see something like 400 and domain shares of 216. Scroll down some more. Tweet button found. Twitter, for a construction company, I wouldn't really worry so much about this. It depends on the type of business that you have, whether or not you need to be integrating shares or likes or Google Plus buttons or things like that, or even driving people from your site to your social accounts. If you have a pretty socially driven business model, you do pampered chef parties and you have a website, yes, it might be important to have share buttons where they can share with their friends. But if you have a construction company, social is not generally a driver for construction companies. Not to say that you can't build campaigns around that, but it's not, not the main source of traffic to the website. All right, so we'll scroll down some more here. So now we're looking at mobile analysis. So the site doesn't have a mobile sitemap only. That's actually okay. In a lot of cases now, the sitemap just sort of carries over. An Apple icon, again, it's not super important. We have that built into our sites, but it's not going to break the bank if you don't add it. And then we'll take a look at page link analysis. So you see we're looking at links from other sites, links from other domains, outbound links on the page. You want to make sure that you're not just being stingy and saying, hey, everybody link to me. You also want to link to other places on the internet. Sharing is caring, and Google likes to see that sites are linking to one another, and they can also sort of get an idea of the relationship of my site to your site if I'm linking to your site. Moz. So Moz is a great company that's doing a lot in the way of SEO, search engine optimization online, and these are some scores that they give for this particular site. And now we're looking here at the root domain as well for the same things. And then we've got domain analysis going on, so we can take a look at, this domain's been around for 16 years. It's going to expire in 7 years, so they've purchased it for quite a while. It's accessible via an SSL. So this is good today. Google is penalizing you a little bit if you don't have a security certificate installed on that domain. It's not hard, depends on your hosting company, but some hosting companies are even offering it for free. So get with your hosting company and ask them. Clients that work with us, we recommend a hosting company. It's built in for free. It's literally one click. So when we launch websites, we just turn it on and they're ready to go. All right, so down at the bottom of your report, what you will find is a task list of things that you can do. Now you can take this to anybody. You can take it to a developer. There's a lot of great resources. If you scroll down on the page, on our page here, you'll see a drop-down option with multiple locations that I recommend for getting some of these things done. So take a look at that. But this will go through and give you an idea of what you can do to improve your site presence for this particular keyword and just the overall health of the website. If you have any questions, I'm David Bentley at ZeroZen. Click the live chat button. I'm generally available. If not, just leave a message on live chat and I will get back to you. Thanks for watching.